What's up, everybody? It's your coach Jaron here with Forge. Now, while we are all about building muscle and strength through heavy, loaded movements, before we expose your body to load in a given training session, we must first address your posture. Now, your posture has two aspects. You have your active posture, or the posture that you can consciously influence with your mind, like standing tall, sitting up straight, pulling your shoulders back, or moving your limbs. But there's also your resting posture. This is the posture that you default to whether or not you're paying attention. One of the most powerful ways that we can influence our posture is through our breath, because this is the one aspect of your nervous system that we can control consciously by breathing on purpose, or subconsciously because we breathe all of the time. God designed it that way so that we wouldn't die when we're sleeping. Our breath then gives us a very powerful tool to use conscious effort or conscious breathing to influence subconscious postural positions. The following drill, if we spend 5 to 10 minutes on it, is a great way to allow your body to settle into proper skeletal alignment so that way we're better prepared to handle load. The first exercise that I'm going to have you do is called the 90-90 hip lift. To perform this exercise, you're going to lay flat on the ground with a 90-degree bend at the knees and at the hips. Keep your feet placed against the wall, meaning contact points at your heel, little toe, and big toe. You're going to inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, imagine that you're trying to drag your feet down the wall. This should naturally tuck the lower back down into the ground and create a nice, flat, even spine. You will then place an object between your legs, like I'm using the football here. You can use a foam roller or a yoga block. Inhale through the nose again, and exhale as you put a light squeeze into the object. You want to maintain a light sensation in the hamstrings by dragging the feet down, and a light sensation in the inner thigh with that squeeze. This shouldn't be difficult, should be about a 3 out of 10 difficulty, and you just want to be aware of those sensations and those muscles firing. We're not going for a maximum contraction, we're going just for a light, mild squeeze. Maintaining these contractions, you're going to continue to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. As you inhale, imagine that you're trying to breathe through the bridge of your nose rather than the tip. And as you exhale, relax the jaw and exhale slowly as if you're trying to sigh or fog up a mirror. Continue doing this for 5 sets of 5 breaths. As you perform the exercise, notice the sensations that you feel. You should feel your lower back settling down into the floor. You should maintain that small contraction through the hamstrings and the inside of the thighs. And you should feel your entire spine flatten down into the ground. You may also feel your rib cage relax down as you exhale more fully. As you perform reps, try and increase the length of the exhalation while keeping it passive. In general, your exhale should be about twice as long as your inhale. Another variation of this exercise is one where you will place a bench, or like you can see here, I'm using the yoga stool underneath my heels. You don't have to maintain the foot references with the floor. Here we're focusing on using the heel as a contact point. You will place the object between your thighs just as you did in the other variation, but this time, rather than thinking about dragging the feet down the wall, you're going to maintain a light pressure of the heel down into the bench. This may help some of you feel your hamstrings better, so feel free to try both variations and see which one feels more effective for you. Regardless, you're going to maintain that heel pressure on an exhale and that light squeeze into the object, so that way you are feeling your hamstrings and your inner thighs on both variations. Continue to breathe in the same way, inhaling through the bridge of the nose and exhaling with a wide, relaxed jaw, as if you're trying to fog up a mirror or create a long sigh. A third variation is called the hook lying 90-90. In this variation, you're going to place your feet flat on the floor, still maintaining a 90-degree bend at the knees, but rather than dragging your heels down the wall or pushing your heels down into a bench, you're going to maintain your contact points in your feet at the heel, little toe, and big toe, and you're going to imagine that you're trying to drag the floor towards your butt. This should activate the hamstrings, and you'll also be squeezing an object to activate the inner thighs. Just as with the other two variations, you're going to breathe in through the nose, through the bridge of the nose, and you're going to exhale through the mouth, focusing on relaxing the jaw and creating a nice long exhale. Now, don't worry if these drills don't make perfect sense to you the first few times that you do them. They can be nuanced, and creating a new postural pattern takes time and many bouts of exposure. But by doing them daily, over time, you should notice significant changes in your general mobility as well as the amount of tension that your body carries at rest throughout the day. Doing them on your off days is a great way to downregulate the nervous system and improve recovery. And doing them on your training sessions prepares you to expose your body to these new postural patterns under the stress of being under load. Through time, and as you get more skillful in training, they will become your defaults, and they'll become the positions that your body will naturally drop into when in stressful situations such as heavy lifting. So give them a try and enjoy the results.